Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Sky. So we're here at a base, or some kind of base. The satellite dish doesn't seem to be working. There's some smoke rising from it. It seems like this is a defunct facility. So if we go inside, chances are either no one's going to be in, or we're going to have to blast our way in. Could be either. So we'll see. I'm kind of hoping we have to blast our way in. If we blast our way in, that means that we can get a recipe, because it'd be a manufacturing facility. It is not. So it looks like it's a defunct facility for whatever reason. So we'll find out why, maybe. Or maybe we'll just loot it. That's also possible. Okay, we can grab the isotopes. Are these eggs? That can't be good, right? We're gonna turn on... We can't turn on a torch. Okay. Well, all it is a bunch of stuff. Damaged machinery, I will take. Thank you. Advanced cooling sigma. Not too wild about that. Nothing's attacking us, so we're okay thus far. A little bit of plutonium. Alright. I'm guessing they were studying it, and then it broke out. We can recharge our health. I don't know if I needed that, but... probably worth trying anyway. And what is this? So this recharges our shield? No, check stock transfer. There we go. Well, almost 1,200 units, I should say. Not too bad. Okay, well, that was it. Okay, and a little bit more plutonium. There we go. Yep, that was it. Oh, and a little bit more plutonium over there. But yeah, no knowledge stones. Nothing we can really do anything with. So I was largely a bust. That's too bad. Still no way to call on our ship. Our ship is where right now? There it is. It's over there. Our ship is 1 minute 48 away. That's not too bad. There's also some knowledge stones over there. I think knowledge stones are pretty valuable, so let's go ahead and hit those. Those can't be too far away because they showed up on our scan. They could be underground, but for some reason I think that's unlikely. How far away is that question mark? That question mark is 155. That's not too bad. How about we go ahead and hit... Yeah, we'll hit the knowledge stones, then the question mark, then we'll loop back around to there, which is pretty much where our ship is. So that is an explored area. It doesn't look like an explored area. Okay, so grab the knowledge here. A little bit more knowledge information would be good. The Viking word for voice. Okay. These require Atlas passes, which I still don't know what those are. And I'm sure it's explained somewhere, just not here. Where the heck... We have another knowledge stone. Oh, it must be like embedded inside this. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, well then we'll carve it out. I mean, I'm basically looking around for stuff that'll make us money. We found it. Now I'm just wandering because I like to wander. I mean, really, this game is ideal for me because I like to wander around in virtual environments. I mean, I did a lot of wandering around in Fallout, did a lot of wandering around in Just Cause. There we go. That's what I want to do. For coil. Coil like the verb or the noun? Because that's two different things. You learn 10 words. I'm not sure that makes me confused. I mean, that might make me a little confused. Alright, we're being spotted by a sentinel right now. No big deal. We're not hunting, or we're not mining at the current moment, so they're going to let us have a pass. Our suit is almost full. Let's actually look at our suit right now. Okay, 2 slots remaining. We took a lot of nickel there. I'd prefer to get more platinum. We have a decent amount of iron that I'm okay with, and zinc and titanium are in a good spot right now. Okay. Well, I want more platinum. There you go. I'll take the zinc too. Why not? I'm here. Thank you. Alright, that's what I want. Right there, right? Yeah, 1 minute away. There was another question mark. 48 seconds away. Well, how do I resist that, right? Only 48 seconds. Well, so it says. I guess that's traveling in a straight line, which we never do. As the crow flies. Oh, and I guess our health is down. Well, not our health, but our hazmat, or life support, is down a little bit. Actually, I want to charge that up with carbon. Because that costs the least from, like, an opportunity standpoint. I mean, there's carbon everywhere. Okay. Still nothing I can call my ship in for, but our ship's pretty close anyway. So unless I wander way off the beaten path, it shouldn't be too hard to get back to where I want to be. There is some stuttering. I have heard a lot of people complain about performance issues for this game. It does seem like it wasn't tested on that much, or that many variations of hardware. I mean, to be fair, a lot of their development time went into PlayStation. But I hear there's also a lot of stuttering on PlayStation, so it could just be one of those games where there's a lot of math going on in the background. There's a lot of calculations going on saying, okay, well, what does this valley look like, and so on and so forth. They can't do that kind of calculation for the entire planet at once. Wide shot. Wide cone of destruction. So essentially a shotgun. Okay. I can get behind that. I'm not currently going to use it, but I can get behind the idea. Yes, there's a lot of math going on in the background, so I kind of give it a pass for that. I'm probably a little bit more forgiving just because I like the idea of a alien world walking sim. But I'm probably also insulting it by calling it an alien world walking sim. Okay, here we have a problem, right? Because there's a dropship there. Why is that a problem? We have 50K. Do we want to risk, or do we want to spend, rather? Do we want to spend 90% of our money, or 4/5 of our money, if you want to be more accurate? Do we want to spend 4/5 of our money on one more slot for our exosuit? I think we do. And the only reason I say that is because it's going to cost us the same regardless. And right now, we have more money than we would otherwise. Mainly because, the reason I say that is that we have a bunch of aluminum or nickel on us, which we're going to sell. We have a bunch of stuff on us explicitly for the purpose of selling. So I think what we do is we go ahead and sell our location, and we sell this other stuff. I'm not going to name these guys because I've already named them. So like the spiky armo, for some reason, this is the same version. It's just a different gender. Gender none, as opposed to gender asymptotic. Temperament's different too, isn't it? No, yeah, the temperament's the same. It's only the gender that's different. So why is it a different species? I have no idea. I guess it gives us something else to rename and upload, but it just seems a little cheap. And this guy's also an armored armadillo, so I'm just gonna upload this as is. Same with this guy. This guy, he's the same as this guy. I mean, he's a little bit different. There's some gender dimorphism there. That's basically when a female looks different from a male of a species, and here the orthogonal looks different from the none. So whatever, just upload it. And the same goes for here. The two-tailed deer here and the two-tailed deer here would be the difference between orthogonal and radical. But they still have horns, just one has stripes and one has moss, I guess. I mean, I kind of like this look more than this one. But, I mean, we've already done it. It's just a different gender. Seems weird we need to upload it again. I don't know. I'm done. We can also upload all of these locations. I don't care about the names of these locations. In fact, I usually like a lot of these. Oddjar Flats. That sounds great. Mexico Waste. I like Mexico. Maxizo? Mazizo? It depends on whether or not you are of the opinion that the X is a Z sound or a K sound. Or even a C sound, which is really an S sound. Nuchata Waste. I like Nuchata Waste. That sounds really good. Rockstar Crossing, again, big fan. And Mitav, okay, see that one I can't even pronounce, so that one we're gonna change. I like the Badlands part though. We'll just call it the Mita Badlands. How about that? There we go. Everything we know about this planet is now uploaded, which gave us a little bit more money. We're now in the 63. I mean, that's still 4/6 of our money, or 2/3 of our money, to upgrade our suit, but I still think it's worth it. So I'm going to do it. Another slot. Oh, 30,000. That's less than I thought. For some reason, I thought it doubled every time. That's half our money. Well, that just sounds like a deal, right? Because I thought it was going to be 40K. Turns out at 30K, that's 10,000 off. That's totally not how that works. But I bought it anyway. Okay, I said I wanted to... Well, I need to boost my mining beam for sure. Grab some plutonium for that. And then the... No, I need the exosuit. Exosuit. Life support. Carbon first. Then plutonium. Yeah, plutonium definitely has a bigger punch. Okay, where's our ship? Our ship's over there. So, we want to go that question mark first, and then we'll go back to our ship, and then we'll go into space. And we'll do what the thing in blue on the right is saying, is return the starship and travel to the space station. Sounds like a plan. Grab some carbon here. Because it was in my way, that's why. Okay, and there's an outpost we could go to. Outpost might have a way to buy stuff, but it won't have the thing we want for sale, which is apparently only available in space stations. There's some smoke coming off of this. What is that? Oh. Damaged machinery. New tech for advanced cooling. Okay. And we don't have half the elements, but that's alright. Oh. Okay. I mean, I hit the jetpack, but it wasn't enough. And I can only go up so far that way. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got through it. How far away is that question mark? That question mark is 2 minutes away. I don't know, man. I mean, I like this planet. It's decent. There's very little in the way of hazards. I can imagine setting up shop here, but obviously we can't build an outpost. We can't build anything. But if we could build... I mean, that's my problem with Starbound. I mean, I like Starbound. Don't get me wrong. Starbound's a great game. But my impulse for Starbound is to settle. And I think my problem with Starbound is that I'm coming from a Terraria perspective. Where, I mean, the whole idea is you build a base, and then that's your base of operations. That's where you start from. Whereas in Starbound, your base of operations is your ship, not the first planet you're on. And for some reason, I have such a hard time getting that through my head, is that the ship is the base of operations. And I guess it's because the ship starts off so small. It does eventually expand. Seen this guy before? Guess not. The ship starts off so small, you can't upgrade it. But it takes a while, you know? Okay, so here we are. Our ship's like right over here. We've been inside this facility? There's part of it just floating here. That's kind of disturbing. Various parts of this are just floating. That's what you get with procedural generation sometimes, man. Sometimes it just procedurally generates itself very, very strangely. We can at least get in part of this. Oh, wow, that really blinked away there for a second. Some stuttering. New technology, thank you. I don't know. Damage increased during combat. I mean, we have the bolt caster for that, right? We don't need this for it. It really seems like this is all supposed to be flat, but for some reason the procedural generation didn't happen correctly. Well, that happens sometimes. There's only so much testing you can do for procedural generation. Does it work is actually one of the hardest questions to answer for procedural generation. Okay, so where's our ship at? Our ship is somewhere. We have a ship, I swear to God. Where's our ship? Is it that way? Oh, no. There we go. There we go. That's our ship there. Okay, so we want to go towards that marker. Okay, let's do it. Was that a beast we've never seen before? I've just lost the beast. We saw a beast just briefly. And now I don't know where he is. Okay. A lot of the beasts are just timid herbivores. And that's probably true for a lot of novice naturalists. As that for the most part, the only ones you're kind of sort of going to spot are going to be the herbivores. You're hardly ever going to spot the carnivores unless you're either lucky or careless. Or both. Because if you manage to spot the carnivore before it spots you, you're lucky. If you're careless, it is going to hunt you. But for the most part, carnivores are really good at hiding. Now, herbivores are too, and there are some herbivores you will never see. But a lot of herbivores, or even omnivores, bears especially, bears don't give a shit. Bears will fuck you up if you come too close. Okay, this says undiscovered. I'm guessing that's because we didn't tap this, or did we never... I mean, we landed right next to here. It seems strange this is undiscovered for us. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, so it makes sense we see mostly herbivores. I think I've seen, like, maybe 2 carnivores in my other playthroughs. Not that I played all the way through before, but this will be the first time I do that. Okay, my inventory is full, but I'm close enough to this ship, I could probably just hand some stuff off. Like this stuff I can hand off. Or the Gek Charm, or the power canister. Okay. Buy Keen Dagger, and another power canister. Where the heck's our ship? Ship's around here. There it is. That's right, because I missed the landing platform. I remember that now. Well, I mean, the guy who runs this outpost is probably glad I missed the landing platform, because I just left my ship and went walking. So really, it's for the best. If he had multiple landing platforms, he probably wouldn't mind so much, but me just leaving it like that probably would not have done him any favors. Alright, let's take off. And let's get off planet so we can go to the space station. I do really like the space station in this game, too. Big fan. Mostly because they're enormous, and they kind of break all rules that we currently associate with space stations. I mean, they're just strange shapes. Let's go and break out some tea juice here. We can find it. That might be a little too far, and they all missed anyway. That was a bad shot. That wasn't, though. That was a good shot. Good. Make sure the pulse drive is charged up and ready to go. Now, these bigger asteroids, they can contain other things. The small asteroids always contain tea juice. Always, always, always. But these can contain a multitude of things, like nickel. And we're going to fly right through this, because I love doing that. There we go. Alright, let's get to the space station. Space station's down this way somewhere. Somewhere? Okay. Okay, about an hour away, and if we don't pulse. We were obviously going to pulse jump. Let's go. Alright, now only 13 seconds away. That's why the pulse jump is very useful. Pulse jump reminds me a lot of fast travel in... Not necessarily fast travel. But the X games, you ever played the X space games? Those are really good. Okay, that's like 2 minutes away. We can still pulse there. And so again, there's 2 phases of pulse. There's fast and then there's slow, and that's the order it goes in. You have to go fast first, and then you bump down 1 notch to the slow level. Okay, let's go and go into the space station here. I love the space station autopilot. The way it takes you through here and then sets you down. It's absolutely beautiful. I've totally forgotten what I was saying. What I was talking about. Oh well. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Apparently we're supposed to buy a dynamic resonator from the Galactic Trade Terminal. Okay, that we can do. If we have enough of the other minerals, we should be able to totally build ourselves a hyperdrive. Then it's a matter of fueling the hyperdrive, and that's another mini quest all by itself. So, theoretically, that should be right here. Hey, dude, let's talk to you first. How you doing, man? I'm apparently a friend of the Viking. I don't know if you know that. Not just a friend, but a special relationship. I am an interloper. I don't know the rest of your words. Looks behind to check for its colleagues before powering down security systems. So, okay, he wants to do something or ask something. Warrior opens a trade vault at its feet, which seems to be piled high with multitude upgrades. Indicates the contents of my inventory as a trade. So I can't give you carbon because I don't have enough on me. I mean, I have it on my ship. But I think if I just give you 1,000 units, that do it? Oh. Oh, they're traceable by the authorities. Okay, so 20 times carbon required to interact. Interesting. And we can go to... I mean, I don't have very much carbon on me, but if I... Yeah, grab it from here. Then go back to the exosuit. Now I have full things of carbon. So, although I can't talk to you if I'm full up, so let's do that. And now if I interact... Okay, so now... Something, interloper, something, Viking. The warrior indicates it has no current desire to kill me. It lets it indicate a curl of its teeth line delivers a series of elegantly formed barking noises. Oh, okay, so now... Okay, so a completely different thing now. Alright, that doesn't help me at all. Alright, so you only get one chance. That's good to know. One chance to do it right. That makes sense. Okay, so let's sell what we can. We're obviously going to sell all the aluminum we have, all the nickel, all the platinum, any of the trade goods we don't need right now. We don't need the iridium right now. As far as that... Oh. Don't we, though? I don't remember. Should probably stick to just the stuff I need to actually sell. Let's go to the starship inventory. Sell the gold, the Gek Nip, the Gek Shard, nickel, Viking Dagger, power canister. Nothing else, I think. It might have been a mistake to sell the iridium, but we'll find out. So we want to buy items because we want to buy the dynamic resonator. That's only 33,000. That's not too bad. Okay, so we bought the dynamic resonator. So now to build this hyperspace generator, what do we need? Iridium. Oh, yeah, I totally messed up by selling the iridium. That's okay. Every planet has iridium. We can go anywhere we like and get ourselves more iridium. We could also buy iridium, but come on. Seriously going to buy iridium? So freely available on any planet? Seems a little wasteful. Oh, that's a cool ship. That is a very cool ship. So what I like is you can go up to any one of these and you can actually go talk to the owner as soon as this goes away. There we go. And then you'll have a nice little conversation with the guy. And one of the things you can say is you can make an offer on Lifeform Starship. And then it'll tell you how much it'll cost. So this one costs almost 400,000 units. Obviously, we don't have that, so there's no way we can make an offer on that. But it has 19 slots. That's really good. Okay, let's go ahead and go under ship. And let's go ahead and just hit the planet, like, right below us. We've never been there before anyway. So let's go. Was it a mistake to sell? Probably. Oh, no, we already discovered Zippy. Yeah, I remember Zippy. Okay, Zippy's not it. Nyak Yoke we've already been to. Okay, this one we haven't been to, though. Okay, space station is too close for us to pull that off. That's alright, we'll get away from the space station first. And we'll see what this planet's like. Probably not that radically different. There we go. Pulse engine ready. Go! And I won't actually stop the pulse engine until we are in the atmosphere. Otherwise, it just takes too long to get inside the atmosphere. Oh, I was saying that this travel actually reminded me of X. Don't know if you guys played like X Rebirth or X Rebirth is actually the latest one. X3, shoot, I forget the subtitle. Anyway, I never really got into those games. I liked the concept, and I bought them, and I played them for like probably 20 hours. But 20 hours in those games is barely scratching the surface. Okay, here we go. Pulse engine turned itself offline. So now we are in the atmosphere. I mean, we can land pretty much anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and hit C to scan and see if the planet scans anything good. So far, no joy. We might need to be closer to the surface in order to get a really good scan off. Okay, let's go ahead and scan now and see what we got. Okay, there's a question mark over there. We'll totally land near the question mark. Seems like a good place to start. And then we'll find ourselves some Iridium from somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, no, there's giant spires right there. That's probably a spire of Iridium right over this mountain ridge. Okay, it turns out there's practically nothing on this site. Weather is droughty. Sentinels are regular, flora is full, fauna is high. Okay, first thing we gotta do is rename this place, right? Doznek Etni, really? I mean, it's not as good as Nakyok. I'm joking, that's a horrible name for a planet. But nevertheless, I like Daz. Daz-et. I think that sounds appropriately alien. Okay, so let's go ahead and save here. Wasn't there save music in one of the Final Fantasy games? Am I making that up? It's a little cold here, but it is nighttime. Hopefully the cold goes away by daytime. Okay, we got a shielding shard. That's good. Just in case the temperature levels don't stabilize during the day. Okay, so I thought I saw them. So I was pretty much pointed in the right direction, right? Yeah, I was pointed this way, and I thought there might have been Iridium deposits this direction. Now, since we sold pretty much everything, that means we're basically starting from scratch. We have a lot of slots in our inventory that we can use to pick stuff up. 75% I would not call low. But alright, I mean, you know, you're the AI. Let's see. Not a whole lot of flora, to be honest. At least nothing that's not made out of carbon. Some weird green stuff, but I think that's still made out of carbon, regardless of what it may look like. We'll probably examine it. Yep. Okay, what's it do for us? Yeah, it's just carbon. Just glows. Okay. Can we examine this? Why not? It's a cactus. What do you know? At least then we can update some of this. Okay, that spire over there has got to be Iridium. Examine you. You are docile, which I appreciate. And what are you? You are defensive. Okay, well then we want to stay away from you. Defensive or territorial or scavenging. We want to stay away from those guys. Docile or grazing or whatever the heck. You can get near those guys all you want. You can walk right through their herds, no problem. But what we don't want to do is get anywhere near defensive guys. If we can help it. Okay, we'll probably head straight for that deposit. Anything else in the area? Okay, looks like some kind of deposit there. We still haven't gone into a really extensive cave system. I kind of want to do that. We might get a little lost, but we can always break our way out with our grenades if we need to. And our grenades recharge with the same thing our multi-tool always charges with. which is carbon. Hopefully the daytime is going to happen pretty soon here, because this nighttime might kill us off. Yeah, it looks like most of the stuff is going to be underground. The stuff I really, really want. We might be able to break our way underground. I mean, we just launch a bunch of grenades, we'll probably break into the caverns. Where the heck did that spire go? Did I miss it? What the heck is that? Those guys are creepy as hell. They don't have wings. How are they flying? Well, temperament is unpredictable. That's not cool. That's just scary. Where the heck did the spire go, though? Oh, there it is. There's the spire. Okay, at least I headed in the right direction for it. Tell me this is iridium. It is iridium. Okay, great. Goes down quite a ways, too. We only need 200 of this, so don't go crazy. Especially with the sentinels being common. I mean, there is a lot of life here, so it kind of makes sense that they'd be pretty common in this area. Our mining beam should probably be recharged with carbon if we can get away with it. As soon as we get enough, we need 56 more, okay. As soon as we get enough, it'll tell us. It'll say, you know, you can now build your stuff now. Eventually, it'll let us know. There we go. Return to your starship, press tab on the empty slot. So we can do that from here. The starship's out of range, but we can tell it to do it. Just transfer the iridium. We almost have a full thing. Transfer it there, go to the starship. And it's funny, that's actually like half a slot on the starship, which makes sense. Okay, now we don't craft. We want to install tech. Hyperdrive. There we go. And now we need to fuel it. And we do that with the warp cell. So how do we do warp cells? I think warp cells are done by buying something from a space station, which means going back to the space station, which we could do, but that means we need money. And I don't know how much money we have right now. 138 might be enough, but I want to be sure. So there's a question mark over there. I also think that going to a planet without going to a drop pod at this point in our careers is probably, I want to call it suicide. That's not exactly right. Negligent, maybe, might be more appropriate. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, hello. You look cool. I mean, that's some weird leg structure, right? That's awesome, though. I like it. That is very cool. I could also probably scan, like, one of these plants. Yeah, there we go. Bulgarian Virtutre. Alright, sure, why not? I didn't catch his temperament, so we're going to stay away from that because I wasn't paying attention. Just in case. You never know. And then walk along the ridge here. What is that? That has got to be some green level stuff for us. So we definitely want to go over and mine the hell out of that. And that'll probably give us enough money we can go back to the ship. So fortunately it's close enough. I don't mind walking back to the ship from here. I mean, obviously if that place has a place we can call in our ship, I will do it. Might mean selling some of our iron. Or using up some of our iron, or needing to mine iron. Do we have iron on us? We have iron on the ship. Yeah, we're carrying some iron around. Okay. We need iron and carbon, I believe, to make the bypass chips. So, that's good enough. What is this? This is nickel. Okay, that's good too. I'm kind of tempted by the pink ore, though. But it's good to know the nickel is here if we want it. Okay, so now it's daytime. And we still need thermal protection, huh? I guess the planet's a little farther away from the sun. So I can't be too surprised. Alright, doesn't look like anything we can hack. But I'm still okay with this. I think we made the right choice in our landing spot. There's another landing spot over there, is that right? No, that's an iron ore location. Okay. Nothing found. Okay, we got a power canister. And a fascination bead. Pretty useless. I mean, it's good for selling. It just takes up a lot of slots. I really wish they stacked. And some technology here. Accelerated fire. I mean, I kind of like the idea. Oh, there we go. Daytime, and now it's stabilizing. That's great. So I wonder what the threshold is. New technology discovered. Grenade propulsion. Quicker landmass deformation results. Not too wild about that. First aid. I mean, sure, why not? Heal me up if you can. Alright. So, they're unpredictable. We want to stay away from them. I was going to head towards the pink, right? Where's the pink at? I wonder if the pink was just like an aspect of what it looked like in, like, near dawn. It was over, like, on that side, huh? Okay. Oh, look like we got some more life forms here. Temperament is calm. I appreciate that. Can't quite make this guy out. There we go. Temperament is also calm. Okay, good. Alright, well, let's keep going then. I guess we just scale the cliff. These guys are calm. I'm okay with walking among them. Let's make sure they're all calm. And there's this guy. Temperament is docile. I appreciate that too. Okay, we're good. Let's go. Some plutonium, which I will take. Just don't hurt them and you're totally fine. Oh, big guy's here. Hello. Or not big guys. The guy next to him. The guy next to him. It looks kind of like a chicken. Temperament is unconcerned. Okay, cool. Oh, look at that. A whole little family. That's cool. I like that. That's neat. Nice herd behavior there. Alright. I think the pink mineral was over this way. We'll see. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Aluminum. Yeah, it's just got to be, like, the lighting in the sky. I have no idea which is worth more. Aluminum or nickel. Suppose we could take both. We've already examined him. What about the guy next to him? Yeah, I already discovered that. What about the thing, the guy next to him, though? The thing is, you can't really target very well with this. There we go. There we go. Okay, now what about this guy? Does he have two heads? Not the plant. The guy. The guy. Does he have two heads? Am I crazy? I looked for a minute there like he had two heads. We can just go ahead and update all of them. Making names for these is really hard. These are totally space pumpkins. That's totally what we're not going to call them. These are death pumpkins instead. That's a neat little stegosaurus there. I'm totally just going to upload that guy. Okay, he doesn't really have a head. At least nothing we would normally recognize as a head. I mean, that's a four-legged headless chicken, basically, is what that is. Oh, foul. Get it? Foul-legged? It's ridiculous, but I did it anyway. That's interesting. What form of evolution would cause that? The spines on the arm, you would think maybe used to be wings. And look at the back legs. The back legs are way too weak for the rest of that body. So he's never going to evolve to stand on those legs. Unless, of course, the legs evolve too. But it really seems like that maybe used to be a bird, for some reason, had to become a quadruped. That's really interesting. And weird. We're just going to upload that as is, but I like it. These guys creep me the hell out. I mean, really? You know what these guys are? They are sky barracuda. And I always screw up the spelling of Barracuda. I think that's right. It's right now. I think it doesn't have 2 R's. Now it just looks wrong. You know what? Now it has 2 D's. 2 R's, 2 C's, 2 D's. Take that, science teachers of the future. Because when they teach this species... Oh man, this guy, how many legs would you officially say he has? Technically 4, right? But how many feet does he have? Well, 4 each, so 16. Looks really cool, though. I like that. The great thing about calling it a 16-foot deer is that it's not actually 16 feet high. I mean, it might be. That thing was huge that we saw. The plants we're just going to upload as they are. This guy's just weird. It looks kind of like seal flippers for hands. And then the back feet, I don't know, stolen from a kangaroo, maybe. And then the tail, man, I don't even know what to say about the tail. And the head looks like maybe a Komodo dragon. So we're totally going to call this guy Komodo seal. And what about this guy? That's a great horn on your face. That's totally a Komodo seal, just a different horn. So probably just a different gender. Rational versus unknown. So we're just going to upload this as is. Okay, so let's go ahead and mine out some of this aluminum. Got a good chunk right there. Not actually that much here. I wonder what happened if we launch a grenade at this. Not sure that I actually got us much more. Yeah, I'm not sure it actually worked all that well. Okay. Alright. Bunch of Sky Barracuda up there. I like the name of that. I think that was a good choice for me. Alright, so we have to make our way back to the ship. Because apparently we need something for the fuel. And we have no idea what that is. So... And we could go to the... Leaving the planet without going to a drop pod. Again, seems negligent. Can we afford a drop pod? The last one is 30,000. So, assuming they go up by 10,000 each time... Yes. Yes, we can. Would it be worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. I don't think we've ever seen that guy before, have we? We totally have. Okay. Another 15,000 units walked. Or maybe not another, but I guess in total. Alright, I think all these guys were docile temperament. We just don't want to piss them off, obviously, but... Otherwise, it should be totally fine. Walk among them. Okay, they may be a little skittish. They look awesome, though, I gotta say. Where are we going? That's right, this thing over here. I didn't mean to scare you, little guy. Okay, the Sky Barracuda are not attacking us, which I appreciate. These guys are not Sky Barracuda, though. These guys are different. Yeah, they have, like, 2 different kinds of fins. Or are they Sky Barracuda and I just never noticed the fins before? This looks like a predator, but it totally is. Temperament is predator. Okay, stay the hell away from this guy. We're good. We're good. We stayed away from him, I think, sufficiently for him not to worry about us. But yeah, didn't he look like a predator? The way he was pacing there. Pacing out his ground before he goes. Hunting. That was a little scary. So what would happen if the predator decided to aggro on us? Well, a predator that big, he might have been able to just take us down. I have not yet died in this game, so I don't know what that would be like. I'm assuming that we would just spawn back at our last save point. Same as any other RPG, really. Life support power is a little low. Do I have enough carbon to be able to pull that off? Yeah, that should be plenty of carbon. Okay. Use the lowest one first. And then that one. There you go. Okay, big guy here. Already seen you, right? And then, yes, we have. Okay. There's another one, like, way over there. Must be, like, behind the ridge or something. Kind of weird our detector can spot it. Okay, so this is a message buoy? A waypoint, right. Anything good in the waypoint? I mean, our ship is way the hell over there. But again, that's not too far to walk. And of course, the advanced life form is straight that way. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's go ahead. We'll go to the ship, and then we'll go to the advanced life form, and then we'll go to space. Probably not ideal. We'll still miss out on the drop pod. But it's hard to tell where the next drop pod really is. I mean, it could be over there. Could not be. Oh, there's a knowledge. There's knowledge stone. Totally need to pick up knowledge stone. I just love the sounds in nature in here. Just sounds right. Viking word for isotope. How often would that come up in regular day-to-day conversation? I'm just saying. How often? How often do you say isotope in your conversations? I suppose if you had the technology, and this is clearly like advanced nanotechnology, to be able to take raw elements and make virtually anything out of it, maybe isotopes would come up more often than you think. Maybe they would. I don't know. This guy is huge. 16-foot deer might have actually been appropriate. He might actually be 16 feet. I mean, technically, that's a different gender. But nevertheless, are you kidding me? I need to zoom in on this guy to be able to analyze him. There you go. Yeah, man, that's definitely a 16-foot frickin' deer. Okay, Sky Barracuda are not bothering us, so that's good. Temperament unpredictable just worries me, but I guess it's okay. And we haven't been attacked by anything other than sentinels. I don't think. Have we? Did I forget? I don't think so. I think we're totally fine. Is that another knowledge stone? That is totally another knowledge stone. Next to, big monster. Okay. Well, not really next to. Viking word for thaws. Okay, I can see thaws coming up. That's iron oxide. Alright. Keep heading towards the question mark. Honoro Crossing. I kind of like that. It's got to be because we're next to one of the save points. Okay, that's not Honaro Crossing. That's Honaro frickin' Valley. Maybe even Honaro Crater. And we're totally going to upload this and rename it Honaro Crater. Honaro Crossing doesn't make any sense. This is not a crossing. This is totally a crater. Yeah, there we go. Rename this. I know I spelled that wrong, but that's its name now. There you go. We'll also upload this one and this one. Upload that one. And these are just variations, so I'm not too worried about renaming them. Alright. Where the hell are we going? Do we have any kind of destination in mind, or are we just heading back home? I think we're heading back to the spaceship. Yeah, okay. We'll head back to the spaceship. About 3 minutes away. That's not too bad. There we go. I could probably walk there. How long would that take? 23 minutes. No, we're not going to do that. And we might find some really cool stuff along the way. Don't get me wrong. But I think the best thing to do right now would be to go straight to the spaceship and then fly there. And then we also need to fly to space, so having our spaceship on hand would probably be pretty good too. I do like the small herds. I mean, they're clearly family herds. So not like a full-fledged herd, but pretty close. By full-fledged herd, I mean like, 30 animals at once. That would be pretty crazy. I think we saw some of that stuff in the trailers, but they also said explicitly that stuff was rigged just to be more impressive. I still think this is pretty impressive layout. I mean, there's some pop-in on the graphics you just saw there where the textures have moved in, but really, I mean, I can't be too mad. It does take a little bit away from the immersion, but by and large, I'm pretty immersed. Okay, 1 minute 30. Is there anything decent in this area? Oh, it's all underground. Well, now I'm tempted to go underground. Oh, hell, man, that's extensive. Maybe. Or maybe not. I thought it was extensive, and then it turns out it just ended. Okay, well, let's make ourselves a hole. Huh. Really? Okay, we have 6 grenades in here. Okay, that's right, because we used 4. Okay. That opened up into another area. Oh, I guess I could have just walked in here. All right. I mean, I guess the plutonium is pretty good. Anything else in here? No, I mean, I guess we'll just be carving our way out so gradually. I have to recharge again. Okay, yeah, go ahead and recharge, and then pop. I have no idea if this grenade would hurt me. It would seem like. Maybe not. It might also take forever to get to the next location. I would carve our way to the... Oh, I totally didn't even read that. Okay, so iron. What else is around here? If we go around the corner, it looks like we could get some more radioactive material, plutonium. It's funny, I keep wanting to call it polonium. That is not right at all. Oh, okay. It looks like it's beyond the wall. Well, that's where our ship is. So that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go this way. Oh, okay. I need to recharge it. Okay, go to the multi-tool. Plasma launcher. Sure, charge with plutonium. Why not? Alright. So one thing you've got to be careful of if you're doing this is that as soon as you press the button, you fire. Even if the gun is not up. I'm used to playing in most games where you press the button and that actually makes the gun come up first, and then you need to press the button again to fire. No, that's not the case here. It just fires, whether you're ready for it or not. So make sure you're more or less aiming. I mean, it'll go towards the reticle pretty much every time. Just a matter of getting used to the idea of it firing immediately. Okay, so I think we pretty much need to work our way up here, because the ship is like right there. By right there, yeah, I mean like 7 seconds away. So just gradually move up here. Charge. Be funny if we undermine our ship, make it fall down on us. Okay, not actually close enough for that to happen, but pretty close. That was pretty close. Okay, let's get on our ship. We're gonna go to the life form, the advanced life form. Sorry, didn't mean to disparage you. Okay, we have a lot of spires of different materials. That's cool. And we could land next to any one of these, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and go to the life form. Oh, there's another base here, though. Do we stop by the base? Yes, you do. Stop here. We can always go to the outpost at any time. This base we might forget about. It might have something cool. Camp Cutkin. Okay. I mean, from all appearances, the aliens who run this sector of space seem to be... I mean, I don't really have a basis of comparison other than just say they're Klingon. They're very warrior-focused. And they're very focused on strength. And power and military. So this is probably supposed to be like an outpost or training camp. Could be mistaken though. It could have nobody in it. That's weird. Let's go ahead and look and see what this is. So, judging by the imposing size and weapons shown in the identification ID image that glares at me as I boot up the system, the station's overseer must have originated from warrior race. Lifeform probably left long before the arrival of the beacon that now winks tantalizing next to it. I enter the correct code. Perhaps I can learn its secrets. So, 5920, 9205, 205. Okay, so again, you're moving to the left. So that means 0592 will be the code. And there we go. Location of a new world appears on the screen. A new world? So, does that mean we know where a ruin is on another planet? That seems like an... maybe. But it seems like it would be actually on this world. So why would a new world appear on the screen if that's not actually relevant to what they were showing me? That does seem odd. Nothing else here I want, right? That is not a door. Can I go through this door? I can, but it just leads outside. That's it. That's all we got. Okay. Maybe worth it? I guess. I guess if the ruin is worth it, maybe it's worth it. It means having to go to the ruin, though. There is another building over here. Let's go to the other building. I mean, the satellite dish still works. So that seems indicative to me that someone's here. Maybe they just stepped out for a quick walk. Then were eaten by the local wildlife. Could happen. Oh, here we go. Here's a guy. How you doing, man? I'm a friend to your people. I swear. I swear. You probably don't know me, but I'm totally in a special relationship with your people. I am an interloper, yes. Viking ancient. Something about the Viking ancients. Red jacket and a recent bite mark is wrapped around the entity of the warrior's neck. Claw marks have been dragged through its chest, and its suit's restoration and healing systems are offline. Oh, so he needs help. Oh, he's satisfied with a narrow victory. It's clear that injuries are severe. It has trouble breathing. Well, sharing oxygen is going to help, but recharging the warrior suit probably will. There we go. Oh, the gift of it is multi-tool. Okay, so we get a new tool if we want it. It has 12 slots. Let's compare it with our current one, which only has 10. Well, that means we can modify it a little bit better. It does have a plasma launcher. It has a ricochet ability. It has a beam intensifier, which is pretty useless. Has a scanner, has an analysis visor. Beam intensifier, yeah, during terrain destruction. That's pretty useless. It's pretty useless, but we can take those away. I mean, I like the beam focuser. We're going to have to scrap it and then rebuild it again, aren't we? Very likely. The thing is, we can't decline it now and then break down our stuff like we did before because we're not buying it. This is a gift. We could decline it, but I think that would also be an insult to him. So I think we just go ahead and take it. We don't get the range boost anymore from the scanner, but I think that's just how it goes. Let's do it. Take it. And there we go. Let's go ahead and increase our standing even more. There we go. Recoil stabilizer Sigma, which I'm not too wild about. Alright, so what do we need? I mean, I want the... So I'm glad I came here for that then. The beam intensifier, train destruction does not work right now, so let's just dismantle this. Beam intensifier theta, pretty bad. Train destruction again. I don't know why you have two of those on there. That seems wasteful. Comet amplifier, we have a bolt caster. Comet amplifier does not work for the bolt caster, so we'll get rid of that. Ricochet seems really dangerous, but I'm going to keep it anyway, just in case it's useful. Okay, so what do we need to do this? Focus Sigma, which we can totally do. Okay, let's do it. We can also make our plasma launcher a little bit better by doing either damage radius or grenade intensity, but we don't have the equipment for either of these. We did see nickel and aluminum, didn't we? And we didn't take it all. Well, that was silly of me. Alright, well, we know for next time. Maybe, if I remember. Alright, so that's good. That was good. Where's our ship? Our ship is right over here. Okay. Kind of planted in the weeds here, but... Okay, the beam changed color. I think it's the first time we've had a non-yellow beam. Okay, up, up, and away. Oh, we are almost out of thruster fuel. Launch thruster. We need to charge this. Yeah, we have plenty. Okay. That's actually decent. Pulse engine, we should probably recharge too. There you go. And of course, we need to recharge the hyperdrive. We don't know how yet. Okay, follow signal to return to life form. Got it. We're getting there. We'll go to life form, then we'll go to the ruin, then we'll go into space. And that's a good plan right there. Oh, but I just looked at the time. We're actually at the end of the episode. So as you can tell, the game is mostly planet. There's very little space travel in it. There's some flight, and I do like the flight. It's not quite as nuanced as the flight in, say, Just Cause. Oh man, I missed the launch pad. That was silly. That's alright. That's fine. So yeah, we'll go ahead and save here. And then next episode, we will go into the facility and talk to the guy, and who knows what we'll get. Thank you guys for watching. This has been No Man's Sky. I'm Peace of the Universe, you're Peace of the Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.